Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
And lift off on another Tarot Today live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us. I'm Dax Carlisle coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. And joining me is the fabulous Mary Brown. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Dax. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Psychic Saturday.
Happy Psychic Saturday. That's right. Yes. And we are the show that has been bringing you the world of tarot for almost 13 years now, and started out as radio only, but now we are live video streaming on YouTube and simulcasting on Blog Talk Radio. So if you're joining us through Blog Talk today, you can actually come over and see us. That's right. Our handle over on YouTube, you know, they started doing the @ thing again, Mary, and it's at Tarot Today Live. Yeah, you can just type in youtube.com/@ Tarot Today Live, or you can type in your browser tarottoday.live. That'll take you right over too. If you put the dot in there, makes it a URL, tarottoday.live, and just click on the live stream at the top of the page. Pop in there with us. You can join us in the chat. And yeah. So, Mary, how can they get a reading from the chat today?
Oh, from the chat. Well, all they have to do is type in their question, or if you don't have a specific question, you can always just say, pull a card from me, and we'll pull you a card for a general reading. But you don't have to ask if you can get a reading. You don't have to say, here I am, I asked, I'm waiting, you know, like you don't have to like freak out. We'll like look for it and give you a reading. And if you've gotten a reading before in chat and you want another one, that's fine. Ask a different question. Please ask a different question, especially if you just got one a few days ago. It's like you've got to give things a chance to manifest in your life, you know, or tarot gets all funky about it and starts giving you like smart ass answers.
It does happen. It does happen.
And also for our listeners on Blog Talk Radio, yes, we're a live call-in show. The number to call is 714-816-4628. Again, that number is 714-816-4628. Be sure to press the number 1 on your dial pad because it raises your little skinny alien arm in the air. Back to you, Dax.
Well, you know, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can still call into the show. You don't have to do it in chat. In fact, a lot of people do both. So, you know, give us a ring, get into the caller queue there, and we'll be doing phone calls and questions, readings from the chat all day long here. Well, maybe not all day, but
well, I think we're only doing this an hour, folks.
For the next 50 minutes, let's say. For the next 50 minutes. Yes. But anyway, God, can you believe it's halfway through December already? It's going to be 2023.
I'm in shock. I'm relieved, though. I'm really relieved that it's going to be a new year. I'd like to think of it as like, you know, shake off the old weird year, man. And, you know.
Yeah. Well,
see what's up.
Besides this show, there are 4 more episodes of you and I live, you know, till the end of the year. And hey, we're actually going to be here with you Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
It's exciting. We're going to party. It'll be really thrilling.
Yes. Yes. I have my Santa hat already.
I've got my reindeer antlers. So
that's going to be so cool.
I'm ready. It'll be great.
Fun stuff. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. I did earlier see Sharon pop in there. Jay Francis, Chris.
Sharon, Jay Francis.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Chris.
Some of our regulars, and Rosie's in there.
Hey, Rosie.
And let's see, we've got Raven today. Karen, I think Karen's been in there before. Karen's one of our new members, I believe. Karen, aren't you
Hello,
one of our brand new
everybody.
members? I think so. Karen Filippi. Probably butchering people's names. I apologize if I butcher your name. Sherry's here. Could you pull a card for me?
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna pull some cards and everything. Hey, before we do that though, let's do the cards and numerology of the day. In fact, today, Mary, is actually kind of super special because it's the
I'm going to
17th.
let you go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the 17th. So 1 + 7 is 8. We call that reduction in numerology if you're new to all this stuff. And you keep taking, when you get larger numbers, 3, 4 digits, 2 digits, you just keep adding those digits together until you get down to a single digit. So 1 + 7 is 8. 8 is the number of abundance in numerology. Well, the entire date, when you take 12/17/2022, we know we're in a world year of 6 plus that 8 plus the 12. And it comes out to, I think, 35. 3 + 5 is 8. So the date and the day are both 8. This is great. Lots of abundance today. So, anything that you want to start or put extra energy into or continue that has to do with abundance. Now, when I say abundance, it can be financial. It can be your business. But it could be, household expenses and figuring out the budget. It could be savings. It could be anything material as well. It doesn't have to be abundance in the financial area. It could be abundance in relationships, love. Gosh, what else, Mary? Abundance in
Food.
health. Oh,
Oh.
food. Hey,
Food.
food's good. No, I like the food one. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, it's a time of feasting soon. The solstice coming up, the holiday season. Food.
Oh, there we go. Yep. And I pulled a card of the day. Let's see here. And to go along with that, and this is perfect, Mary, check this out. The 10 of coins.
Awesome.
One of the most abundant cards, right? Okay. And I think what Tarot's hinting at here is today is a good day to look at your finances, especially savings and investments. You can just, this card oozes that, right? Savings and investments. Take a look at them again. If you're not doing that, start today. It doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to wait till you have $10,000 to put into an investment account or something. Start saving, literally like he's doing it right there. Hey, I do it. I mean, I got my coffee cup here. Star Wars. There we go. And yep, I got my quarters in there. I got another one that's Darth Vader's head back here. And I've got that one all completely full with quarters, So,
Wow.
start simple, start investing, start saving, things like that. And remember that it is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. That's what leads to ultimate success. Yes, I did pull another card because I can't resist, Mary. 6 of Wands, the success card. And I pulled one more. There's another 10 of Cups, idyllic home, family life there, hearth and home, the whole thing. That's complete abundance there. Yep. So that's what I got today. What'd you get, Mary? Did you pull a card of the day?
Yes, I did. I pulled a card from the affirmations of the Fairy Cats Oracle and Deck set by Brenda June Sadak. This came out earlier in the year. I feel like August, September timeframe. I believe, don't quote me. I mean, you can quote me, but that doesn't mean it's correct, but it's out from US Games, and it's really a fun deck. And I know for some people, the concept of fairy cats may be a hard pill to swallow, but that's a great thing about this deck. If I can just take a minute before I get to the card of the day, it's like there's a death card in this fairy cat deck, right? Beautiful artwork. Today's card is really the message is about, whoops, I dropped it. Hold on. I can't reach it. The message is about color. And look, it's a peacock fairy cat. Like, who would have thunk it? Like, what?
That is too cute.
It's too cute. It's too crazy. But there's also, like I said, like there is a death card in this deck. And so sometimes you need a message, even if it's a rough one, to be presented by fairy cats. Sometimes it's like I would prefer to take my medicine with a spoonful of sugar or a spoonful of fairy cats. But so this card of the day with the peacock fairy cat, unpredictably, who would think you would ever see such a thing? And I love the illustrations. It's about bringing some color into your life with the purpose of affecting your mood, of affecting you emotionally, of raising your vibration, if that's what's needed, or helping you to like calm down, if that's what's needed instead. And so, colors like, blues can be very calming. Green can be a great color to, give like a healthy vibe. Yellows, oranges can, kind of give you some energy. They're energizing colors. Red is warm, but it's exciting. It's passionate. It's like, purple. Purple can give you a sense of luxury.
Yes, that is the
in our
royal
head,
color.
Yeah, we have that.
I love purple. I get everything in purple that I could possibly get in purple. My mouse is purple. It's like everything's purple. Oh, my glasses are actually a off purple that kind of,
right. So you're doing it, and that's really the message, is to like, bring the color in. It's like this time of year, everybody can get away with decorating, adding some color, adding a little extra flair, and not have to explain themselves to do it.
Yeah. My friend Doug is in rehab, and I actually brought him a string of lights to give him some Christmas cheer, and little suction cups, and I strung it around his window. And this particular strand, unlike other strands of Christmas lights, actually has some purple lights in it too. It's really
nice.
Nifty.
Yeah, that rarely happens, it seems.
Yeah. So we're going to go over to the phone lines in just a minute here. Let me check things out, Mary. The phone lines on Blog Talk are wide open. If you're thinking about calling in, maybe you're watching us on YouTube and you're going to ask a question in the chat, hey, call in and chat with us. It's really nice to hear your voice. Give us a call at 714-816-4628. We'll be taking calls in just a minute, popping back over to the chat to see what's going on in there. By the way, Growing Old with Purpose says, how about an abundance of getting in shape? I just rejoined our local gym. She said something about, I have an abundance of fat to turn into muscle.
Convert.
Oh, and little hint for everybody. Yes. The low carb thing actually does work. It melts off you. Yes. I've done a lot of research into that. Keto and carnivore. Let's see. What else are we getting here? I knew there was a question. I'm trying to see before Sherry if there was anybody. If I missed your question, you can pop it back in, but normally you don't have to spam it. I'll just scroll back and see. Let's see here. And Jay Francis said, are we allowed to freak out? I think that's when we were talking about 2023. It's like, yes, you can freak out.
We can freak out.
So Sherry says, pull a card for me, please. Oh, and it's got the Christmas tree and the snowflake, snowman, and the blowing storm and wind and so forth. Okay, what do we get in here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm getting tons of wands cards for you. And I know you said pull a card, but I can't resist. I always pull at least 3. So let me see here. Oh, okay, 2 coins. Remember, we were just talking about finances. Today is the perfect day to work on your finances, to work on abundance in that area of your life. And the 2 of coins is about balance, balancing the books, balancing the finances, things along those lines. So that's the message coming through for you. And then I've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. These could be folks that maybe can help you with this, possibly. But what I'm getting from it is that strong fire energy from the wands. Following your passions in life are going to help you with your abundance. So that's what I got. Did you pull a card for Sherry, Mary?
Yes. Yes, I did. And I just pulled one card.
One card, yeah.
One from the Inversion Tarot. This came out a while back from U.S. Games. Jody Bobinski, or Bessie, I think, is the artist, the person who did it for U.S. Games. It's a race car of a deck. It handles like a race car. And the card that zoomed into position,
wow,
for Sherry, is the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. I mean, and look, like, to me, look, and I don't know. Anyways, you see those 7 wands there, and you can see how, they're not equal, from top to bottom. It's not an equal number of wands, but everything has its place. And I think that, in a sense, that really is the message with that card for you, is to kind of, think about that, to kind of keep that in your head. When we look at the 7 of Wands in the kind of Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we get that sense of being on guard. We get that sense of defending our position. And, some would say, like, well, look, they're in a higher position now. So that card can say that you have the higher ground in a situation where you may feel like you need to be on the defensive. But I think really, if it's right to do that, is what needs to be considered. It's almost like pick your battles, and feel secure enough in who you are and where you stand and what you value, that you don't have to feel like you're fending anybody off, because they can't really reach that unless they're on your level. So that's what I get.
Awesome, Shashi. Okay, so let's see. Right after Sherry was, and she says thank you, by the way. Crit's asking about, let's see, what is coming up in my love life next year in 2023? Go for it, Mary.
Go for it, Mary. Okay, Chris.
Mary, it's your turn.
Since it's a love question, I'm going to use these beautiful love notes cards by Lisa Atkinson when it comes to relationships or matters of the heart. This is my favorite deck. Is it perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. Does anyone? Seems doubtful, doesn't it? And that is the first message that comes up about love in 2023 for you, Chris, is that nobody's perfect. Not you, not whoever your Valentine is going to be. And, look, maybe there's something significant about Valentine's Day too. In particular, that's in 2023. Every year has one, it seems. And, the message with this is to envision love. Envision it. What does it mean? We call it our love life, but I don't know. A lot of times when I get asked questions about love life, it doesn't seem like it has much to do with either love or life, you know? And so, like, kind of keep that in mind and envision having a real part of your life that is filled with love. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? You can at least pay attention to what you're feeling like, and allow yourself to feel the feelings, allow yourself to fall in love, allow yourself to open up your life to someone. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what Dax has got.
Okay, hang on just a second. I'm answering in the chat here, so I can't get back yet. Hold on just a second. That's the only bad thing about trying to do this at the same time here. I was letting people know that we will be getting to you in just a second. Give us a minute here. And we've got another question from Ron coming up, and Unique Beauty. And then, but before that, we're going to actually take another phone call, Mary. Let me take a look here. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. 2023 looks really good. Wait till you see. But again, abundance. Okay. So we start out with the 8 of coins, and 8 is the number of abundance that we've been talking about today. So abundance in love, focusing on that, notice he's studying. Okay. You need to put some effort into this. All right. And you already have been through the ringer, you have all the skills and abilities. That's what the 9 of Wands is telling you is, he looks a little weary there, but it's telling you that you've, already experienced all this. You have the experience behind you. That's all the wands stacked up, in the ground behind him here. I don't know how to describe it, but, if you're actually seeing the card on YouTube, that's all your skills and abilities, as well as passions, lined up behind you. Okay. There seems to be something having to do here. Here's the 2 of Swords. And just like the 2 of coins we had earlier, anytime the 2 shows up, we're talking 2 is relationships and balance. And a lot of times, we were talking about balance with the 2 of coins. Well, the same thing with the 2 of Swords. In the traditional Waite Smith version, the swords are crossed. Swords are thoughts and ideas. So it's 2 ideas or more crossing each other. All right. So it's a decision that needs to be made, or a couple of different directions that you can go on. It looks like this needs to take, in fact, this is the central focus card in my 5-card spread. It's right in the middle. So this is the heart of the matter. This is what you really need to do. Is there seems to be some kind of decision. All right. And you may already be aware of this. If you're not, be on the lookout for something to come up where you're going to have to, make a decision one way or the other. And that'll break things free for you in 2023. And then you get the Lover's card. Now, interestingly, I want to mention that, the Lover's card showing up is a really great sign for romance in 2023. But when I pulled all these cards, I'm not getting any court cards. So there's not specific people already showing up. So once again, you have to make that decision first. Also, there's a little warning at the end here. I got the 7 of Cups popping up. And whenever that pops up in this kind of a question, this kind of a reading, it's kind of a warning to, not be trapped in the fantasy of romance, the fantasy of relationships, what you've built up in your head as the way it has to be, because that's actually going to block you. So that's a little warning from the tarot. So there we go. That's what I got, Mary. And next,
Wow.
let's see, what was Do.
We're gonna take a phone call.
Yeah,
And
we're
then
going to
there
take,
were people.
before we take a phone call though, real quick. Yeah, we've got 470 hanging on the line. Don't worry. We're getting to you right after this, but I already pulled cards on this because I knew I was next, Mary.
Oh, good. Go
Yes.
for it.
And because Ron C is asking about what we see in the near future, been looking for new employment stability for such a long time, wanting to end this rut. Okay, so Mary, Ron is in a rut. Pull some cards. All right. And so I'm pulling some cards here. Okay, right off the bat, mirroring the situation, the Five of Wands, it's been quite a struggle. And how do I describe this? In the Waite Smith version of the deck, there's 5 individuals with 5 really big wands, which are actually staves. They're actually bigger than staves. They're like logs, and a lot of tarotists, debate over what's really going on in this card. Is this some kind of an argument, a battle, or are they just trying to put up tent poles and they're having a hard time? It's like a tent put together by committee. It's not a good thing. So part of the struggle that you may be having here is, unfocused, doing it the wrong way, going at it the wrong way, Ron. I don't know 100% what it is, but that's what's coming up here. And then right after that is very interesting because I get the Page of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Pentacles. I always forget which direction to move when I'm trying to get things focused here. There we go. Okay. Still trying to get used to YouTube, folks, and being on camera. So, these are the earliest of the court cards and the very first card of the suit. It's new beginnings and so forth. So, you are on the precipice of this. I'm getting a feeling like it's going to be the new year, the first week or two of the new year. In fact, the timing card is 1 January. I really think that's when it's going to break free for you. But the clue coming through here is this Ace of Coins and Page of Coins. You need to get focused on what you really want. And then the last card gives us a further clue into that. Yet another Ace of Cups here, more new beginnings, and cups are talking about emotions. So instead of, just struggling, trying to make ends meet, trying to find that next job kind of thing, you should be more focused on what exactly you want. That's how the universe works. The universe doesn't want you to, just take any job. What's going to be emotionally fulfilling to you? What's going to be emotionally fulfilling? That's what you want to be focusing on. And one thing, it's, all these ones, one thing, figure out what that is and focus on that one thing going into the new year, and then it will happen. As opposed to like, okay, what's other people probably doing? Sending out 150 resumes, throwing anything they can at the wall till something sticks. Does that work? Yeah, sometimes, and you might find a temporary position, or you might find something that pays some of the bills, but it's not ultimately fulfilling. Ron, you want something that's going to be ultimately fulfilling. You want something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling. And it's the perfect opportunity. It's when people come to us and say, they've been looking for that position, that career change, the next job, or they're out of work, yeah, that's a bad situation in and of itself. But is it really? Think about what that puts you in the driver's seat. You got to turn the tables on this. Like, you actually have a vast opportunity here where you can now decide exactly what to go for. What are you getting, Mary?
What am I getting? Well,
What you getting?
well, okay, Ron, you know, what comes up in the past position, I thought I'd start there actually, is the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords. And you see two of them pointing down and one sword pointing up. It's like, okay, it might be time to like sort of break up with the past. You know, when it comes to like what you've been doing, the rut that you've gotten stuck in, I feel like you've got to break out of that. You've got to break free from it. Um, and I feel like the way to do that, as suggested by the cards I got, you first get this Ace of Wands here. It's like there's that spark, that sense of inspiration. I feel like you need to be inspired in whatever spark of a, you know, something that like excites you, ignites something in you. Whatever that is, we have the Empress card that comes up next, right underneath it, saying it has to be nurtured. You know, it has to be nurtured so that it can grow. And underneath everything is the Queen of Pentacles, who I also consider to be a bit of a nurturer, you know, but you know, Pentacles often are connected to the material side of things. So it's just a reminder that you also have to hold it down, right? You know, maybe it isn't convenient to break from the past, this rut that you've been in. You're going to have to figure out the timing for that. My feeling is it's spring. I feel like the beginning of spring, when you know, when things start bursting through, you know, the little leaves start coming out on the trees and stuff. I feel like that's the time for you to burst through this as well. But, you know, make your own decision, you know, about when is the right time. And then what we have in the outcome position is the Chariot card. You know, that's a card of victory and success and yay. But both of those horses, to get anywhere, have to work together. They have to be pulling in the same direction. So it is also about a little bit of strategy, a little bit of control for you, the charioteer. So I hope that's helpful. But yeah, you're in the driver's seat of this. It can be an opportunity. I see aces as opportunity. You got aces. I got the Ace of Wands. But I think it's also strategy and timing is involved in this for you too, so that you can maintain, you know, your lifestyle, you know, or maintain a certain level of food, clothing, shelter, you know, the basics, right? So that's what I get.
Oh, and Jay
Thanks for the
Francis,
question.
thanks for the question. Jay Francis says, love your nails, Mary.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I thought I get Christmassy.
Awesome. And then we've got Unique Beauty. We've got Nancy's got a question. J Max got a question. And Growing Old's got a question. We're going to try to get to everybody. I don't know. We're going to, but we need to get to the phone lines and take some phone calls first. So we're going to try to get as many questions and phone calls and everything in as we can. The first caller is area code 470, Mary. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? 470.
Hi, my name is Sonia. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. How are you?
I didn't catch the name. What was the name again?
Sonia, S-O-N-I-A. Sonia.
Sonia. Oh, okay.
Hi.
Yes.
From Atlanta.
From Atlanta. All right.
Yeah.
What did you want to talk about?
What do you want to chat about?
I just had a question about one of my sisters. Hopefully you can shed some light. She's going through some issues, and I just wondered if 2023 will bring her some better health, and just what her name is Dee, to see what you see there.
Okay. So what do you need to know about how your sister's health is going to be in 2023?
Well, she's one of the stubborn kinds, and I just wondered if she can. Yeah, go ahead.
She's a stubborn kind, huh? Yeah. You know, Four of Pentacles comes up underneath everything. That to me is the card of being stubborn. It's like you put your foot down, you're not moving, you're in track. It's got that real Taurus kind of vibe to it. Like, oh, how do I get this person to budge? But look, overlooking
Right.
everything else, which is like the overall theme to me, is the justice card. So, that's like balance being restored, especially with the world card. It's like coming back around to being a bit better. You may see her being a little bit withdrawn. We have the hermit card.
Right.
And I get the feeling that whatever she's been going through, like having balance restored and feeling better, is almost like it's a good thing, but it's almost like she needs a moment to adjust to it. It's like she feels
Okay.
exhausted. I don't know why. But that's just like she just has to, adjust. I think it's going to be a better year for her. But let's see what Dax is getting.
Well,
Okay.
it does look pretty good. The readings book ended by the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Wands is that fire energy. And although a lot of times we talk about career and things like that and following your passions, in this kind of a question, health-wise, that's vitality. And 8 is abundance, and it's flying in fast. Okay. And then 3 of Wands is literally your ship coming in. So it's looking really good. I also got a 6 card. 6 is success in tarot, in numerology and in the tarot. And here we got the 6 of Cups, and that's usually described as the nostalgia card. And it's about emotional well-being. I feel there's more of an emotional component than anything else going on with her. That's the central theme.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's the big connection, and that's actually the center card, the central focus card, is that 6 of Cups. I've got a couple of people showing up. I've got a Knight of Swords. Typically, okay, so this is somebody having to do with medicine, could be a physician, could be a counselor, a Reiki master. I mean, it could be, anything in the healing modalities. And also the Queen of Coins. Queens they're the healing energy and the nurturing energy, especially the Queen of Coins, as opposed to the other queens. I think of her as the mother card. And I really feel like that is you coming through. And it's saying to keep doing what you're doing, be the nurturer in the situation, and try to persuade her to not be afraid of seeking out different help. I don't know if she's getting help with this, but if she's not seeking help, if she already is getting help that she should see alternative practitioners, that she could get a lot of help out of NLP practitioners, hypnosis, EFT. I feel like there's a lot of emotional baggage to be dealt with, and Reiki and energy healing. I feel like she could get a lot out of that. But there is that possibility, especially with the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, vitality coming back in 2023. But it's going to take a while. At least 8 is the timing card. So I'm thinking at least 8 weeks for her to get some reaction out of that. She needs to be seeing a practitioner or multiple practitioners of different arts for a few weeks, get things going. I hope that helped you out.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Thanks for the call, Sonia.
That really did. I was just concerned. And thank you so much for the information, both of you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
I think especially when it's something medical, especially when it's physical, that we forget about the emotional component, Mary.
Yeah, I think we do, even when when we're looking at other people. I mean, it's even easier to forget about what they're going through physically. It's healing is I know I had the wrong idea about healing. for a long time, because I was never physically hurt, you know,
Mhm.
so I never had a big thing to heal from. But then
Oh,
I got in an accident and I did. And I was like,
yes,
wow,
yes.
I am not, they're not playing Inya. Where's the incense burning? Where's the beautiful, uplifting kind of thing, the beam of light coming down and healing me? And
Mm.
instead, it was like just being hammered with like all this painful, painful things, thousands of
Yeah.
big needles just being like, ugh, right into my sternum and my knees and my,
So
it wears
mentally
you
and
down.
emotionally, I
It
mean,
wears you down.
it
I
wears you
lost
down.
it. And I would like to take this opportunity to mention that all of us, probably everybody listening to the show, it's like
Mhm.
a lot of us are healers in some way. Some people consider tarot a healing modality, and I believe myself that it is. Not necessarily physical healing, but mental, emotional, get your head straight, get an objective second opinion, that kind of stuff. But it's so easy for healers to forget, that you have those tools handy. And so for anybody going through a healing crisis or anything that's like physical pain, if that's like a chronic issue for you, don't forget to use your tools. Like for me, it was like
Yes.
remembering like, oh, I don't have to make it worse. I don't have to be screaming and crying when I go to the doctor to get healing from modern medicine. I
Mhm.
can hold my rose quartz crystal, or I can meditate, or I can get zen with it, or I can do mindfulness. It's like, don't forget to do that, because pain blinds us.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're in a lot of pain, or we we forget everything that we could be doing to help ourselves.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and plus uh going to a third party has its benefits too. I mean, when you're
Yeah.
in the pain, it's hard to focus on doing the techniques, and they can help
Right.
you with that. Plus, they're an objective third party. Same thing
Yeah.
with getting a reading. I mean, yeah, I read cards for myself, but I also like to get someone else to do a reading because I'm not objective. Anyway,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
before we go back to the phone lines real quick, I want to remind everybody that if you love these readings, how we do this as a tag team, you can book a actual private tag team reading with Mary and I, a long one where we actually spend time with you. That's right. And if you're listening on the radio, just open a new tab in your browser, type in tagteam.tarottoday.live, and you can book a session with Mary and I. You get both of us together. Two heads are better than one. Well, two readers are better than one. I'm going to be doing numerology and as well as tarot, and Mary's going to be doing tarot and oracle cards. She also is going to do a chakra reading, and she can bring in the crystals. Lots of time, unlike here on the radio and on the YouTube lives, lots of time to spend with you where we can really get into all your questions and so forth. Also, if you are getting something out of these lives and radio shows, if you got a reading today, if you want to buy us a cup of coffee, you can just open a new tab in your browser, type in coffee.tarottoday.live, and you can buy Mary and I a cup of coffee. Shout outs to all the folks that have already done that. Rosie and a few others have sent us some coffees, and that was just amazing. Thank you very much. There you go. So I just wanted to mention all that real quick. And
Cool.
let's see who's been waiting the longest on the phone lines. It looks like area code 903. Caller, are you there? 903. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, 903. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, there he is. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Malik, and I'm
Malik.
calling from Texas.
Oh, Mary's
Hi,
area there. Malik in
a
Texas.
fellow Texan. What do you want to talk about, Malik?
I wanna see what you see as far as love life and relationships go.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay, just a general read on your love life, but no specific.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Is it my turn or your turn, Dax?
It's
I
my
can't remember.
turn. It's my turn.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'll
I'm
let you go
I'm
first.
staring at the cards. I'm staring at the cards here. So
Oh, you're fine.
there might be. This is very interesting. Okay, so I've got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Coins coming in. So Cups is water, so that would be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Coins, that's Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It looks like there's individuals there. So let's see. And then comes the Six of Coins. There we go. 6 again is that success number in numerology here. And then what else do we got? We've got the moon card. Moon card 18, so that's 9. Endings and what can you let go of, basically. There's a little shadow element to the moon card as well. What's hidden in the shadows. So this is just some general information the tarot's throwing out at you here. To make progress in that area, it's again, like we were talking about just a few minutes ago, about letting go of emotional baggage and connections that might hold you back in that area, in the area of romance, love, relationships. What relationships no longer serve you, and also what beliefs can you let go of? And that's going to be the main key. Let's see what Mary's getting. Mary, maybe she can shine some more light on it.
No, it's interesting. You know, you got, I think, the Queen of Cups. I got the King of Cups as the central focus card. And I feel like that represents you, Malik. Above it is the Chariot card. And below it is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like what this is saying is like, okay, maybe like a lot of people, you don't always feel like you're like really in control in a relationship, you know? It's like, who's driving this? You know, who's driving this car? You know, who's steering this? You know, what direction are we headed in? And I don't know that you know, the Two of Pentacles is a card of fluctuation to me, you know, so that can be that sort of up and down, and we kind of feel like, oh, you know, there's too many balls in the air to like kind of keep on track. Four of Wands comes up in the past position. You know, that's one of the cards sometimes that like signifies like a committed relationship or a marriage even. And it's in the past. And it's also a card of things feeling like they're stable, they're structured, they're the right way. I don't feel like that's where things are at right now for you. I don't think you feel like they're stable. You know, it's almost like if we look at that Four of Wands, it's representing stability. That Two of Pentacles throws it around. What we have in the end, though, is the Page of Cups. And so, you know, be open to the new, be open to sharing the ability to steer the ship, you know, or at least, you know, doing it, you know, with both voices, and make sure that the other person is too, you know, because it's like one person can't be in total charge or total control. And yet at the same time, in a relationship that really works, it's like everybody has their contribution that they can make, you know. So So for whatever reason, that's the message that I'm getting for you today when it comes to love life.
Awesome sauce. Thanks for the call, Malik.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest
Thank
of your
you.
weekend. We appreciate it. Call back anytime. And Mary, let's jump back over here. We got a bunch of,
Yeah.
single, we'll call this the lightning round. We're going to like pull cards real quickly.
Whoa, this is exciting. Wow.
Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, it is the lightning round here. That's right. Okay.
Right.
And so if I'm correct, the very next person was Unique Beauty. Pull me a card. And so let's see what we get here. We got the death card. Okay, so whatever's going on with you, all right, that's a card of structure, by the way. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4 in numerology. Whatever's going on with you, okay, know that you are in a gosh, I'm sorry, I got totally thrown off when you
Transformation, transition.
No, Mary, when you turn the camera off, I'm like, no, Mary, don't turn the camera off. This is the lightning round. This
Oh.
is where we're going to go boom, boom, boom. We don't have time to
Okay.
we don't have time to go back and forth between cameras. Anyway, and it's
Wow.
all I could think about was the freaking camera, and I couldn't think about what I was saying about the stupid card now. Anyway,
You got
yes,
the death card.
exactly what you said. Yes. Whatever it is going on in your life, okay, you are in a transition. You're gonna this is good. This is good. What'd you get for it?
And I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
For Unique Beauty.
Wow. Unique Beauty. I got the Tower card. Oh, honey. You got the death card. I get the Tower card. This is not funny. It's a lightning round. Okay. It's time to tear down those walls. It's time to just wipe it all out. Why not embrace the energy of the Tower, that incredible force that says, get out of my way, whatever it is.
Yes.
There you go. Thanks for the question, Unique Beauty.
That's right. That's right. And then I cannot even pronounce all these names here. Okay. So it looks like Kushabu, Sharma. We'll say Sharma. So Sharma's like about Niddish feel. How does this person feel for me? Does he love me, or is it just attraction? Pull a card. They just
What
want
kind of love?
Yeah, just pull
What
a
kind
card
of-
real quick for
Okay, I'll pull a love
Sharma.
note.
We're gonna call them Sharma because it's easier to pronounce.
That's great. Okay, so what is it? What kind of love is it? Love transcends. Look at the hot air balloon. You got hot air balloon kind of love going on. That's exciting. It should lift you up. That's the thing about this dude, how he's feeling, whatever. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Do you feel up or do you feel like deflated? Is the balloon soaring and rising and you're seeing all these beautiful, vistas and sights, or are you just stuck on the ground and just watching the grass grow with this guy? Your opinion matters. Your feelings matter. Go for it, Dax.
Yes.
What did you get?
Okay, 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. You guys together might feel a little out in the cold, but the tarot here is reminding you that you have each other. Okay, next, we are going to get Nancy Ramsey. Nancy wants to know, do you see me moving out of state in 2023? And I got the 2 of Wands. That is a yes card, but there seems to be some kind of choice. There's like 2 different paths you can go down. So I just wanted to let you know about that part of it. And then Mary's going to pull you a card real quick.
I'm doing it.
Is Nancy moving we're not used to this lightning round.
Apparently not. The judgment card, the call. If you were called to do so, there must be a reason you're asking already and that you're thinking about it. It's like actually moving isn't something that happens to you. You've got to actually make the decision, which is what the judgment card is about. And that card coming up on this question right now, I feel like it's saying like, hey, it's a big deal. It's a real big deal. It could be life changing, not just
Mm.
location changing. So just something to keep in mind. But I think it's a good sign that something big's happening in 2023. Thanks for the question.
Yeah. And you get to pull first next because it's your turn. And it's Himakshi. Himakshi, hello. Can I have a general reading for career and love? Okay, so we got to pick one there. And
Yes. Well, I'll take one, you take the other. You want
Oh.
to take career? I'll take love.
sure.
Okay, I'll just pull a love note card. What about 2023 for love?
I got to get me some of those love note cards and relationship decks and stuff because I think that's so cool.
I love them. I
Yeah.
love them. Oh, love is clear. Clear. 2023 love is going to be clear. So that's good. I feel like that's saying there's somebody coming in that is like, no question. This is the person. This is my lobster. This is the one. It's going to be clear to you. And if it isn't clear, then toss them out. They're not the one.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dax is getting.
Okay, for work, career. 4 of swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas. 4, think of structure. Think of a box or a room with 4 sides. Okay, and so the message here is to take a step back as far as your career and think outside the box. Let's see, who else did we have to pull something for here? Jack Mac, general reading. Can you pull a card for me? Jack Mac. Okay, so we got, almost the same thing for Jack. Whatever the situation is, the Hermit card showing up. Take a step back. Okay, this is another thinking outside of the box card. It's also seeking mediation, not mediation, but seeking mentorship, from someone else. And it's a 9 card. What is it that you can let go of that's no longer serving you? Relationships, beliefs, et cetera, et cetera. What are you getting, Mary?
It's kind of funny to go with the Hermit. We've got the 2 of Cups, So, 2 of Cups to me and to a lot of people, I think the first place we go to in our mind is relationship. But on a very basic level, I feel like it's about harmony. It's about harmony. It's about being able to just kind of go with the flow for one thing, but also, look, it's might be a good year to kind of focus a little bit on who do you want to be in that flow with, who do you feel like an emotional connection to, and the Hermit card, to me really does go with the 2 of Cups. It's saying that, like, look, sometimes it's better to be by yourself than it is with, people that aren't your vibe, that you're not in harmony with. So I think focus on that. That's going to help you have peace of mind, and being in harmony, in a state of harmony and having peace of mind is going to make your 2023 go a lot better no matter what comes your way.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So Rosie, Growing Old with Purpose is next. She wants us to pull a card. I already did, so I'm just going to pop it up there real quick. I got the full card. Whatever it is, Rosie, go for it. Go for it. So in 2023, that's the feeling I'm getting, Mary. This message in particular is about the new year coming up, and that Rosie should really go for it. And Mary's shuffling. She's going to pull us a card here.
What am I getting for her? Queen of Wands. For it. Take no prisoners. Just do it. Queen of Wands doesn't get amby-pamby and wait around, take her time and cope and fret and everything. She just does it. So do it, Rosie. Go out there and kill it.
Awesome sauce. Yes. And we're getting lots of feedback. Unique said, yes, I can relate going through. Okay. And J-Mac, said true, appreciate it. Things like that. Unique Beauty. Wow. So true. Thank you, Dax and Mary. And Suzanne popped in. I'm not sure what direction I should go as far as career goes. Can you pull a card for Suzanne? And then I'm going to pull a card too.
Is it me?
It's your turn. Yeah. Actually, I actually did 2 in a row going first. So I'm going to let you go first.
This lightning round is confusing.
I know, but it's fun. I'm liking this.
It is fun.
The whole show should be a lightning round. I just love it.
You're scaring me. You're scaring me. So what card do I get here? Yeah. The High Priestess, you know. And the thing about that, often, we connect the High Priestess to, the idea of intuition, but I also think that it's like, it's this wisdom, but she's silent, she's not like preaching like the Hierophant is, like, blah, 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 listen to me, I'm so smart. She's just sitting there. She's like, yeah, I got the scroll. I'm in between these 2 pillars. You see those stars back there? I know what's going on. And she's representing you. You know what's going on. You've got to pay attention to your gut feelings. Do not ignore them. Do not think, oh, that's just in my head, or, yeah, well, I'm being biased or something. No, I mean, that real intense, like, gut feeling, you got to listen to it. That's going to be very important to you coming up. But let's see what Dax is getting.
All righty. So got the 10 of Wands. That's right. The 10 of Wands, the overburdened card here. The thing to note, though, with the 10 of Wands is that, his goal's right behind him. I mean, he's literally there. I feel like, Suzanne, you're making the progress you need to make. I feel like you're, almost there. Okay. So this is not a bad thing. All right. It could be, however, warning a little bit about, I feel like having too many irons in the fire, trying to do too much at once, a little focus. And because it's Wands talk, which is about, sometimes anyway, about career, but it's the fire element, following your passions, are you really focused in on that? Maybe you need to take a step back. He's taking a breather right here. Notice he's almost there, carrying the load, but he's taking a breather real quick. Maybe that's what you need to do. And as far as career, like we had previous questions with previous callers and questions in the chat, take a step back. Are you really going for something that is emotionally fulfilling and following, it's in alignment with your own passions? I think that's the message. And that's all we got time for, because unfortunately we are past the end here, Mary.
Wow. That went
Yes.
fast. It was lightning fast.
I know. I apologize if we couldn't get to your question in the chat or on the phone lines, but
We'll be back Monday.
we'll be back Monday. Yeah. We'll see you all on Monday. Monday, we won't be simulcasting on Blog Talk. So if you're listening to us on Blog Talk right now, go over to YouTube / the @Tarot Today Live, or just type in your browser tarottoday.live. That'll take you right to our channel. Go ahead and subscribe. You can also see all of the upcoming lives, and you can click the notify buttons on them and everything, because we're only going to be on YouTube on Monday. So join us in the chat. It's going to be a all YouTube event coming up, right, Mary?
Yes.
Awesome sauce. Well, thanks everybody for being here. We got to get out of here, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Mary.
Max.
Good night,
Bye.
Mary Ellen.
Good night, Tom Boy.